What's up, friends? How are you guys? Welcome back to Sheena Naturally. So good to see you guys. I just wanted to check in, see how everyone was doing. Um, the state of Texas is opened up, or May 1st, I guess it was just past Friday. So, or a lot of states, I think. I'm gonna chill in the house a little while longer, a couple of weeks. I think I put my shirt on wrong. Ugh. Anyway, anyway, I think I'm just gonna chill in the house for a couple more weeks. Give it to the end of May, maybe. See how things go the next. I don't know. It's just really crazy, and I definitely do not feel comfortable going to brunch and everything right now. Like, even though I want to, like, I miss it. Like, I want to be out and I want to mingle. I just don't want to get out that bad, if you know what I mean. So just chilling and of course reading and things like that. I've been thinking, okay, hear me out. During this whole self-isolation quarantine thing, like, I've been thinking a lot about family. So I have a huge family, huge extended family, but on both sides, right? Mom and dad side, but I don't really have any like relationships with them, if that makes any sense. Like me and my cousins, we talk on Facebook every blue moon. Hey, how you doing? But that's about it. I even have cousins that I blocked from my Facebook because I don't want anything to do with them. Not because I don't like them or I hate them. Well, I take that back. It's not because I don't love them or I hate them. It's simply because I don't like them as people, as people. Because of some things that has happened in the past. And it's just like, my mom would be like, oh, but that's family and family this and family that. And I get it. But just because your family doesn't give you a pass to do and get away with certain things, like there's just some things that's unacceptable behavior from people, period. And so when someone that's family does something or says something that crosses the line, for me, it's like it's a no after that. It's like, I'm cool. Like, I don't hate you. I wish you well. Good luck. You may be watching this right now. I don't know. I really don't care. But I don't want a relationship with, like, I don't care to know how you're doing. I don't care to be invited to your wedding because you wouldn't be invited to mine. But then there's family members that I have that, like, we're cool. Like, when I was living in Houston, we would hang out. I'll get invited to like Thanksgiving or the 4th of July or, kids, my little cousin's birthday party. So we're cool, but it doesn't go anywhere beyond that, if that makes any sense. Like, we don't have a friendship where we call each other, talk on the phone, or we hang out, maybe this one cousin or this other cousin or this group of cousins, like, hang out on a regular. Like, yeah, I get invited to family gatherings all the time, and we'll do like a cousin's brunch here and there, a cousin's happy hour, celebrating this cousin's birthday, that cousin's birthday. But in between those events, there's like nothing, no actual conversation or bonding or friendship. So in being in self-isolation and quarantine, it made me think about that. Like, is that, I don't want to use the word normal, but is that like the norm? Like, is that, or is it more normal for cousins and family members to be friends and like hang out and actually talk on the phone with each other, text each other? Because I feel like if I were to call or text any one of my cousins right now, it'll be like, well, Lashina hit me up for, or something wrong with Lashina, or like, it'll just be so random because that's not the relationship that we have. At least I don't have. So I don't know. Being in self isolation has definitely made me think more about family and friendships. Like, is it normal to be friends with your family members, and not just cousins, like aunts and uncles, any type of relative, in-laws, like whatever. Like, do you guys actually have friendships with them? Are these people that you can really go to, you can talk to, like you guys are best friends? Like, I feel like that's what's missing for me and my family dynamic, which is so sad because, like I said, I have cousins and aunts, great aunts and uncles that I have never met. Like, they in New York, Detroit, like California. I got some, I think, in one of the Carolinas, I'm not sure. But that's like beyond crazy to me. Like, I have so many and I don't know them. Like, don't know them. The ones that I grew up with, like my first cousins, I didn't have that many first cousins on my dad's side of the family, but my mom's side of the family, honey, during the summers, it was like 20 of us, like at grandmama's house. And majority of those I don't, really talk to anymore as an adult, unfortunately. I don't feel bad about it. And I don't know if that's a bad or sad thing. Like, I don't know. Like, just being in this quarantine, though, has definitely made me think about it. And I think it's important to have those bonds. And I unfortunately don't have that. So it's kind of sad for me. But if you have that, like, I don't know, like, has it always just been that way? Like, you guys were cousins growing up and that's just like your friend, your aunt was always there for you and she became like your friend into adulthood. How does that transition? How does that work out for you? Like, how did that take place? And I guess another part for me is because being a military brat, we didn't live in the same city or states. Like, we were in Germany and then we were in Texas, and it's all my family, or majority of my family at that time, were in Alabama. So it was like we would only go home like once or twice a year to visit. And then as I got older, like when you're a kid, you don't notice certain things, but when you get older and you start to notice things and you start to see and feel things, like I started to feel like I was the ugly duckling, or I was the black sheep of the family because I was different. I was quiet. I I played with my cousins because there wasn't anything. I mean, we lived in the country in the projects, so I mean, we had to. So, but I was really quiet. I kept to myself a lot. I was more of I would rather sit in the house and read, or sit up under grandma and watch Guiding Light at General Hospital all day, stuff like that. Like, I never felt fully included. So, and I think as I was getting older, I started to notice certain things and hear certain things that were said about me and even about my siblings. So it made me distance myself because I didn't want to be a part of that. And it wasn't until adulthood when things really like clashed and hit, and it was just like, yeah, I totally don't want anything to do with this group of cousins. Like, put y'all over there, don't want anything to do. But for my other cousins, like my cousins in Houston, love y'all so much. Hey, like I miss hanging out and going to cousins brunch and going over for like my little cousin's birthday. Like, oh my gosh, my little cousins are like so beautiful, and like playing with them and just hanging out. Like, I miss that, like just being around family. And here in Dallas, I don't have that. So that's like the one thing I miss about being in Houston is that family dynamic. But even with doing all that, we still didn't like have a bond where we talked on the phone with each other every once in a while. And I'm not saying like talk on the phone every single day for an hour, 2 hours. I'm just saying like in between events, family functions, there wasn't no like, hey cousin, how you doing? What's been up? Like just checking on you. Like it was like none of that. And from my end or their end. So I guess it was just something that I was just used to. I didn't think like anything was wrong with it until recently in quarantine. And it's just like, I know a lot of people who have cousins, like they doing cousins happy hour like every Friday. They virtually online, chatting it up, talking, keeping in touch with each other. Like, oh, my cousin is my best friend and we talk every day or, every week. And like, that's foreign to me. Like, I don't know anything about that. So I was just thinking on that and I just wanted to know, like, is that the norm? Is that like weird? Is it weird that to not have friendships with cousins or aunts or uncles or whoever? Or is it just something that happens? Like some families just aren't that close. You know what I'm saying? Like they just, I don't really, like, I don't know. Like this is just something, my shirt is definitely on wrong. Like look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Like, anyway, um, like, I don't know. I was just thinking about family during this time because even during this time, like, me and my cousins really, like, I know they're okay because they've been posting on social media. That's it. That's all I know. But actually having like friendships or bonds or relationships with them, I don't have that. And yes, of course, I wish I did. And I also, like I said before, like I feel like if I start that now, I'll get looked at like, something wrong with her? What's wrong with Lashina? Why Lashina reach out? Did Lashina talk to you? Did she call you? Like I feel like I don't know if it would be accepted or welcomed with open arms, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I should start it, should I not start it, or like I don't know. What do you guys think? Like how are your family dynamics with your extended family members? Like are you guys like really cool? Like you guys have actual bonds and relationships where you keep in touch throughout the entire year. You may not see each other that often, or is it just like you don't really talk, but you go to family functions together like me and my family would do. We don't necessarily talk on the regular, but when it's hey, we finna barbecue, you coming? Cool. If I don't have to work, I'm there. If I don't have anything else planned, I'm there. Like I don't know. What are your thoughts? Like my mind just goes and I don't know. You think I'm wrong for not wanting relationships with certain family? Like I said, like that one group of cousins that I done put to the side. Like I don't want any type of relationship with them, like none whatsoever. And like I said before, I don't hate them. I'm not even mad at them. Like your family, yes, I love you, yes, but I don't want a relationship or a bond with you. Like the things that you've said and done to me, like or to my like immediate family, like my mother, my father, brothers, whatever, it's unacceptable and it's like the last straw. You know that thing where it's like the last, what is it? The thing that broke the camel's back. Is it the straw that broke the camel's back? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But it's like that thing, like, and it was after that I was just like, yeah, I'm done. Like, I wish you well. I don't have any hate in my heart for anybody. I just don't want to be around that because I feel like they're full of negative energy and negative vibes, and I just don't want to associate with that. So I would rather not deal with it. I think I'm wrong. Or are you? Do you guys have family members that you really don't like or talk to? I know I'm like rambling and I'm going on, but I've really been thinking about this the last couple of weeks. Like, really been thinking about family and having bonds and relationships and friendships with family members. And I feel like I'm kind of the only one because I see so many people who are like, yeah, me and my cousin, every week we go. Even like my my friend Ro and his cousin, like they're like this, like they're like legit best friends, and they've been around. Well, since I've been around, I've seen them like together all the time, hanging out. So I know it's like it's a thing, like it really happens. So I don't know. Leave your thoughts. Let me know. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but like I've really just been thinking about this and I just want to know your thoughts. Like, is it a common thing? Is it not common? Like, how's your family dynamic? Am I wrong for like not wanting relationships with certain family members, or should I go ahead and reach out to the ones that I do have kind of sort of like, relationship with, and you know hopefully they welcome me hitting them up out of the blue from time to time and hope that forms something. Like, is it too late? Like, I'm knocking on 37 and most of them are way older than me, so it's like, I don't know. Leave your thoughts though. Let me know what you think. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening to me ramble. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.